Hi friends, good morning. Myself AG sir from Samved School. Today we are going to discuss another most important topic, that is to be said matter. So today's topic is matter. Simply, you have already studied in earlier standard about matter, but we will discuss properly and with proper definition. So what is the matter? Matter is the thing which have particular mass and occupy the space. Matter is the thing which have particular mass and occupy the space. Simple. It is important to write down mass and space. Space means what? Occupy space and particular mass. Everything around us, it is matter. Suppose I am using this pen. Pen having the space, it can occupy the space in my hand, and it has particular mass. Mobile, if you put the mobile in your pocket, so there is the particular weight or mass, and it occupies the space of your pocket. Your textbook, which occupy the space of your bag, and it has particular mass. This board having particular mass, and it occupy the space of this wall. So everything around us is matter. Suppose you are sitting in the bench in school, so bench and yourself, bench occupy the space of room, and yourself occupy the space of bench, and you have particular mass. Our spectacles, it is occupy the space around our eyes, and it has particular mass. So everything around us is matter. So matter is well known, and you are perfectly familiar with matter. Simply you see anywhere, anything. Suppose stone having particular mass, and it can occupy the space of our hand. Money having particular mass and occupy the space of our pocket. So everything around us which can occupy the space and having particular mass is matter. So matter is generally classified in three ways. Matter is generally classified in three ways. Matter may be solid, matter may be liquid, and matter may be gas. This is the solid. Board is the solid, bench is the solid, mobile is the solid, water is the liquid, and gas, which is present in this room, it occupies the space of this room. So gas is also the matter. So matter is classified in three ways. These are the physical state of matter. These are the physical state of matter. These are the physical state of matter: solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state. If we are going to discuss about the solid state, then what is the solid state? In solid state, suppose this is the drawing you are given in your textbook related to solid state. This is the shape of solid state. Any shape is considered. There is not necessary to have a particular shape, but we are drawing the shape according to your textbook. This is the shape of solid, and you can see that in solid state particles are closely tied with each other. Particles are very closely tied with each other, and all particles are interconnected. All particles are interconnected. This is the solid state. So particles in solid state are classified in, are closed with each other, tightly closed with each other, and there is no freedom to move the particles. Suppose this is the solid state. There are so many particles present in this solid state, and particles of this solid state cannot move from here to here. This is the top of the pen. This top cannot be transferred at the bottom, and bottom cannot be transferred at the top. Your mobile bottom will not transfer at the top, or top will not transfer at the bottom, because if it is done, then camera will not fix them. So there is no any space to free particles in solid state. It is having the intermolecular attraction force. Intermolecular attraction force. Solid state having intermolecular attraction force. Suppose this is the top of the pen. If I rotate the pen, this top will not drop at the floor, because the particles of this top is attached to the upper layer of the particles. So there is the intermolecular attraction force in solid state, and tightly closed with each other. There is no any free movement is possible in solid state, because there is not space available. While in liquid state, this is the liquid state. Suppose I am drawing the liquid state. You can see that the particles are very close to each other, but can move from one space to another space. Here there is no space for the movement. Here there is the space for the movement, but it cannot leave one particle to another particle like this. These are very close to each other but can move. This is the liquid state. While in gaseous state, this is the, suppose I am drawing the gaseous state. You can see that the particles in gaseous state have more space compared to liquid state. This is the gaseous state. So this particle can move easily. So this particle having not space for the movement, intermolecular attraction force, and tightly close with each other. In liquid state, there is little bit space to the move, tightly close with each other, but particles can move. These are in form of uniformly particles are arranged. Here uniformly particles are not arranged, and here the particles can move from one place to another place in any container in which it is poured. So this is the simple explanation, and this is simple comparison to explain the solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state. All these states having particular characteristics. So we are going to discuss now the characteristics of solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. So solid state having particular characteristics, liquid having particular characteristics and gas having the particular characteristics. So characteristics of particles. Suppose we are writing solid state, this is the solid state, this is the liquid state and this is the gaseous state. Solid state having the particular characteristics is what? Definite shape and definite volume. Solid state having definite shape and definite volume. While in liquid shape, definite shape is not possible. But definite volume is there. Can give example, I throw this pen. This pen having definite shape and definite volume. I throw this pen anywhere, shape will not change, volume will not change. If you throw your mobile, don't try to it because cost is given by your parents. But if you throw your mobile, shape of mobile will not change. If you throw the mobile and mobile will convert into pen, then it is great loss. If there is possibility that if you throw the pen and convert into mobile, then it is great gain. It is not magic. So solid state having definite shape and definite volume. While in liquid state, there is definite volume but not definite shape. It gets the shape of container in which it is poured. Suppose we are having 1 liter water. If this water is poured in bottle, the shape of water is equal to bottle. If you pour the 1 liter water in any jug, then the shape of water will form the shape of jug. If you pour the water in any beaker, any glass, volume will remain as it is. 1 liter water may be poured in glass, in jug, in bottle. Volume will remain 1 liter same. But shape of glass will be obtained, shape of jug will be obtained, shape of beaker will be obtained. So the volume is constant but shape is not constant in liquid state. While in gaseous state, not definite shape and not definite volume. It covered the whole room. You just drop the gas in bottle, cover total shape of bottle, and this volume is spread out in room, it will cover the total room. So gaseous state having not definite shape and definite volume, while in liquid state there is definite volume is constant but not definite shape, while in solid state there is definite shape and definite volume. Intermolecular force in intermolecular attraction force is solid is very high, intermolecular attraction force is less than solid state in liquid, and intermolecular attraction force in gas is very less. One particle of gas is at one corner and another particle of gas in another corner. You just spray the room from the corner to another corner, fragrance will spread out in total room. So very tiny particles of gas can spread out all over the room, and if you spray the lobby, then total lobby will get fragrance. So there is not particular volume and particular shape in gas, while in liquid state there is particular volume but not particular shape. It can get the shape of container in which it is poured, while in solid state it has particular volume and particular shape. So this matter is classified in three ways: solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. There are another two classification of matter that we are going to discuss. Another two classification of matter. This is the classification on the basis of physical condition. Now another two classification of matter. Matter can be classified in other two ways: mixture and pure substance. Mixture can be classified in two ways: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture is the classification of mixture, while substance can be classified in two ways: element and compound. So these are total classification of matter. So another three classification that we have already studied: solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. These are the physical state of matter, and these are to be said that chemical state of matter, not explained in your textbook. These are the chemical state of matter, but it is related to chemical reaction. So this is the chemical state of matter. Chemical state of matter are classified in another two way: mixture and pure substance. Mixture can classified in another two ways: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture, while pure substance is classified in two ways: elements and compounds. We will discuss today what is the homogeneous mixture and what is the heterogeneous mixture, and then after in next lecture we will discuss related to pure substance. So before that we will discuss what is the mixture, and then after we will discuss what is the homogeneous mixture and what is the heterogeneous mixture. So mixture is very well known word that you are using in daily life. Mixture is common word. Mixture is to be given example. Suppose we are having tea. Tea is the mixture. Tea has tea dust, milk, sugar and water. When it boiled, when you are boiling, it has chemical reaction. and finally we are having the taste of tea. If you mix together without heating, you cannot get the taste of tea. Suppose we are having lemon juice. So there is some part of lemon, sugar, salt. This is the example of mixture. You have so many example of mixture. It is not necessary that it is available in only liquid state. If you are eating any food in your home, suppose vegetables. So vegetables containing oil, vegetables containing chili, salt, etc., etc. Then it gets heat, it mix with each other, and then we are having particular taste. So mixtures having so many example, you can give any example. It is not necessary that it must be written in your textbook. But question is what is homogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixture means the component in mixtures are uniformed. You cannot separate the component of mixture easily. Suppose we are having lemon juice. There is salt, water, sugar, etc. Once it is prepared, then you cannot separate the salt from the sugar juice. You cannot separate the salt, you cannot separate the sugar from lemon juice. You cannot separate the water from the lemon juice. So the component in homogeneous mixture is uniformed, and cannot separate. This is the homogeneous mixture. Tea, lemon juice, etc. You are drinking so many things available in market. Orange juice. You go to soda dukan, soda shop, and demand any juice, anything, it is the mixture. Even soda itself mixture, it is the mixture of carbon dioxide and water. It is mixture of carbon dioxide and water. So mixture means the component present in mixture cannot be separated, and components are uniformed. While in heterogeneous mixture, component can be separated easily, not uniformed. Suppose we have dust, we have sugar grain, we have wheat. You mix it, will not mix with each other. You can separate the any grains, dust or sand added in water. You can easily separate the sand and water. Solid thing you add in water which cannot dilute, it is heterogeneous mixture. So component in heterogeneous mixture can be easily visible. Different component can be easily visible. You can choose one component by your open hand if it is in big size, otherwise you can separate easily. So there is so many methods to separate the mixture present component in it. Either it may be homogeneous mixture or either it may be heterogeneous mixture. Pure freehand packing, filtration, distillation, crystallization, these are the method given in your textbook. Name is important. Filtration, crystallization, distillation, these are the method to separate the component present in mixture. If want to pure tea, if you filtered, tea will available in the cup, and in thistle funnel you will get the dust of tea. This is the simple example of filtration. ગુજરાતીમાં તમને એવું કહી શકો કે કપમાં તમે ચા ગાળો તો ગળણીની અંદર જે ચાની ભૂકી વધી છે એ અને કપમાં તમને જે ચા મળી એ ચા તમે ફિલ્ટર કરેલી ચા કહેવાય કે જેમાંથી તમને ચાની ભૂકી છૂટી પાડી. આ છે ફિલ્ટ્રેશન. કાંઈ એમાં સિંહવાગ દીપડો નથી મારવાનો, કાંઈ અઘરું નથી, પણ એના તમને એક્ઝામ્પલ આપવામાં આવે તો તમે ઇઝીલી સમજી શકો. So we have studied today topic matter. I am revising the topic matter. Everything which has particular mass and occupy the space around you. All examples are of matter. Your tube light, your sofa, your textbook, your mobile, your spectacles, your TV, your anything that you see in your room, these all are the examples of matter. Matter can be classified in three ways, that are the physical state, solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. Solid having the uniformed its component arranged, no free movement space available, and it cannot change its shape, perfect, particular or definite shape and definite volume, while in liquid state not definite shape but definite volume, while in gaseous state not definite shape and definite volume. In solid state components are closely tied with each other, cannot having the freedom to move, while in liquid state components are closely tied with each other but can move from one place to another place, while in gaseous state components are free to move anywhere. Matter can be classified chemically in two ways: mixture and pure substance. Mixture also classified in two ways: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture are having the example of tea, lemon juice, etc., which you are having in daily life. Heterogeneous mixture, grains, sand added in water can be separated easily, not uniformed. So this is the simple explanation that you have studied. Send me homework 2 times. Follow your textbook. You write down point wise and try to remember all the points. So see you on Monday or Tuesday. Thank you very much.